road down to the bomber site, but yeah, a little way to the main track, probably 1 kilometre.
Anyway, we're going to head back to camp. We're going to have a beer. I'm done talking to this one today. I've had enough. Morning everyone, Adam here going overland. We're off again. We're up to Kroombit Tops. Got my brother and his family, got the patrol. You guys know Larissa, Haley and Joe. Should be a good week up there. There's lots to see and lots to explore. I'll put some details in down below or something. So we're all set up. Got the patrol, you guys all know the patrol. Fridge, camper, kids. So should be fun. There's plenty of history up there. There's lots of gold mining relics and stuff like that in the bush, and we're going to see a few things along the way. We've seen the big bucket out. Where was that big bucket? I don't know, there's a big bucket. I'll put it in, and you can drive your car into it if you want, if you're up for that. And what else did we see? Oh, we went back to the Colson Lakes, the volcanoes with the lakes.
Climbing it in the afternoon.
Yeah,
I'm not ready.
They won't hear you talking like that, so it should be good fun. Stick along and find out some stuff about where we're going. Where are we going? What's it called? Kroombit Tops. Kroombit Tops.
Adventure.
Yeah. What is
Call
this?
this. Yeet.
Yeet. What is this?
Katie,
It's an upside down bridge.
I'm not putting on. Please be careful, Haley.
So what's this place called?
Razerback Bay. Oh no, Razerback Historic Railway Bridge. It's upside down. It doesn't look right.
They've put the bridge in upside down.
No,
That should be up the top.
Dad, there's a hell of a lot of ants here though.
Is there? So as you can see, the bridge is upside down. Looks cool.
Haley, careful please. Being careful.
Little daredevil up there.
Jack, you're allowed.
Have a look at this cool old bridge. It's upside down.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see from up here.
Going down from 40 to about 29. Just don't know what's up ahead, but we're out of bitumen for a while.
Where are we heading to?
Up to Razerback campsite at Kroombit Tops. So should be a good spot, hopefully. We'll see. See when we get there.
What are you doing, Haley? Just filling the tires?
So, traveling with kids is pretty awesome. They get a lot more out of it. They're a lot more curious than probably us as adults, but we tend to try and do a lot of driving first thing in the morning, and then if it's really hot, like at the moment it's quite hot, we do a bit of driving in the middle of the day when we can. So we're on our way to Kroombit Tops. We're accessing Kroombit Tops via Monto, so from Monto. There's some pretty good instructions on the website on how to actually get into the park from Monto. So we're going Wangalea Road, following that down to Clomley Road, and then once we get there, I think we follow that for 20 kilometres to Mahon Creek Road, Carnia, and yeah, and then we should find the park access road. So we'll see how we go. It's telling our GPS, the HEMA's telling us it's going to take us 2 hours to do about 60 kilometres. Doubtful. I mean, even if we sit on 40 or 50 kilometres an hour on the gravel road, then I can't imagine it taking 2 hours, but we'll see how we go.
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So a bit of trackside repairs. Brother just had a flat tire in the Hilux coming up the hill. It's nothing too hard, but there are some big rocks, so he's just a bit unlucky. We've disconnected the trailer come down because we couldn't hear him on the two-way. So we've come back down to see, but he's all done. So we're gonna reverse back up to the top, turn around, go hook the trailer on, and wait for him up there. Part of the fun.
Meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So we've made it up the back road from Monto, and this is just on the side of the track. There's a big drop off right here, and look at this view, it's spectacular. It's a bit hazy, but the breeze down in town's probably 35 degrees, up here 26. It's quite cool up here. It's awesome. So today's our first morning at Razerback campground. It's only a little site, but you can get a couple of campers in. A little bit dusty down there, but there's a bit of grass. You could probably camp in the scrub a little bit more. Drive in was alright, but we got a few broken things, and that's just from camping a lot. They're from out a flat tyre. Our GoPro mic mount has broken, so we've lost a lot of audio. So you'll hear a lot more music on this one probably, but now we know to watch out for. We've had a thong busted on day one. We've had the sticky thing for Larissa's phone come undone, so we're going to glue that back together. Fix the GoPro mic, and Ephraim's got a flat battery, so we might plug his fridge into the trailer. Everything else is alright, all the critical stuff's alright. So yeah, bit of rain last night. I know it's pretty slippery up here if it rains, so see how we go. Hey everyone, yeah, we've been stuck here for 2 days. It's been non-stop raining. Today's the first morning where it's cleared up and we've had a little bit of blue, but it's quite dark again. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to go for a drive today, see what the ground conditions like. We might have to leave a day early because there's more rain coming. It's quite slippery up here, especially if you're towing. So we certainly don't want to be caught up here for longer than we can. We've got enough food. We've captured a lot of rainwater off the awnings and filtered them. But yeah, it's not gone to plan. Can't really see too much, but hopefully today we can go see the plane wreck at least. So yeah, we're gonna get some lunch ready and head out of here and go for a drive. Where's the cliff?
I don't want to wear a hat.
Whoa, man. That's a cool view. That's a pretty cool view. It's worth it coming up here just for this view. A lot of rain out there still. You can see rain everywhere. A fantastic cliff face and a big drop off right below us.
So we've just driven from Razerback campground. We went down to the ranger's hut and it took about 40 minutes from the ranger's hut down to the lookout, which is about, I don't know, 22 kilometres. A few showers around today. The last couple of days have been Last couple of days have been pretty wet, which has made some of the tracks pretty slippery, but the main track's mostly fine, which is good, and makes for an interesting adventure when you get a bit of slip and slide. About the drive this morning.
So it was a little bit of a long drive.
Really?
Well,
Was it muddy?
yes, very.
What did you see?
A lizard.
A lizard run across the tracks? What else?
Zombie on fire.
Zombie on.
So this is the track down at the Bomber side. It's one way. It's a loop. My brother's stayed back because he's already popped one tyres. He's got no spare. We don't know what the track's like, but so far it's pretty easy. Just a dirt track so far. It's a little bit greasy in places because we've had a lot of rain, but it's drying out real fast. So we'll let you know when we're down and back what it's like, the full length of the track. And what sort of vehicle, because there's not a lot of information about, you know, how bad is the track.
Yeah, we've told him if we're not back by tonight, then
We're in trouble.
we're in trouble. And if
if you haven't heard from us by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, go call the SES or something. We don't know. No, we're set up. We got the winch lockers. We got the Vic off-road recovery boards.
we've put the tyres down to 22.
Yeah, we can go a lot lower if we need to.
Yeah.
We'll just see how we go. A bit greasy here.
Flick up on the car in a minute. Oh my god. Oh, not too bad on the wheel. Oh, that'll weigh the car down. Hey, Hayley.
look in, there's wreckage everywhere. There's part of the propeller just up there behind the cactus. And there's parts all through here. There's a sign about the detail of it. And then look, just here, next to the path. There's one of the propeller parts, maybe part of the alternator. It's pretty thick aluminium, like it is solid. So this is the tail section. This is the beautiful Betsy. 1944 I think it crashed. It was in service for 8 months, did 25 missions. And yeah, unfortunately all 8 on board died. Yeah, not very good. It wasn't discovered for 50 years. They were doing a burn off through here and the rangers found it. So yeah, for 50 years they didn't know what happened to it. And here it stands. Oh, look at it all. It's all up through here. That's another engine there, is it? Another alternator on the back. Another one of the wings. It's like the landing gears in it. Wow. You can see the hole in one of the pistons, the top of the pistons. There was a Pajero there, pretty standard sort of tyres. But when you head off the other direction to the wall, yeah, it gets a little bit more
technical.
Off-roady.
Great campsite, isn't it? And there's ones further up as well.
So this is the wall campsite. So the loop road must keep going that way. We've come down from the bomber site, and as you can see, this is probably why it's called the wall. It's a pretty impressive little wall. I wonder if there's an echo there. Echo. A little bit. Yeah, so nice little site. Quiet down here. The whole park's pretty quiet. I suppose you're far enough away from Bundaberg, Brisbane, Gladstone, where you don't get a huge volume of people, but
it sounds scary.
yeah, it seems like a really nice national park. I'd like to come back and spend a lot more time here because of that rain. We've lost 2 days really.
All right, so we just finished the loop track to the bomber site. About 3.5 hours it took us to get down there, have a good look to the wall, and then up the 4 drive track, the one-way track. So getting to the bomber site and back, you can do it both ways. It's a bit confusing on the map, both ways, and it's easy. Anyone in a standard Hilux could do it. Pajero, you know, any of those soft roaders can do it pretty well. I wouldn't say maybe not a RAV4 or something like that, but the mid-range cars. The one-way loop track coming back up, we've had 2 days of rain. We found it easy. So we didn't need the lockers. We got the BFG all-terrains, 21 PSI on the tyres. Didn't need the lockers, didn't lift a wheel, didn't spin a tyre. It's 3 or 4 parts where it's a little bit steep and slippery, maybe technical you might say. But apart from that, it was a pretty cruisy drive. So
Lots of little puddles and stuff.
yeah, if you're by yourself, it's good to have a winch, just plenty of trees to winch off if you had to, but we had no issue at all. So thumbs up for us. Pretty good track, plenty to see, cliff face along the side of it.
Yeah.
And that bomber site was pretty cool to see that.
There was a nice little stop that you could have put the drone up, but it just started spitting when we got up there. So that was a really nice little spot.
Yeah.
Lookout areas. So yeah, really good.
Yep, and that bomber site felt pretty surreal walking through there, didn't it? Felt like you're walking through a grave site. So, you know, respect it. Don't take anything from there because it should stay there forever, you know? Like that's you know, a grave site it is. You know, 8 blokes died there, and that's where they stayed for 50 years.
Yeah, it only got discovered in '94, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, lots of things to read, lots of things to see there. The kids were quite interested to walk around and have a look, and the engines or motors that had been thrown from the impact were about 100 metres away from the rest of the crash stuff. So
yeah, you could see there's stuff everywhere, so they would have hit that so hard. So the only positive about it is they wouldn't have died suffering, you know. It would have been pretty quick, I reckon. Still horrific. Anyway, we're going to head back to camp. We got a bit of blue sky, so
still got a little bit of way. So this is where there's a fork in the road down to the bomber site, but yeah, a little way to the main track, probably 1 kilometre.
Anyway, we're going to head back to camp. We're going to have a beer. I'm done talking to this one today. I've had enough. Yeah, and hopefully tomorrow we'll go to Razerback and show you what that's like.